Trey has the plague, and he is currently shoving a curly straw into a bottle of NyQuil, and he's just going to take that right into the bedroom. I'm just kidding. He's taking an appropriate dose. Okay, guys. All right, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Cool. So, wow, right? We had quite the week of training. It was very much 5 days of fire. If you guys haven't noticed yet, that group is still open. I think we're gonna just go ahead and leave the group open. I don't think that the trainers are gonna hang out in there. Probably gonna go ahead and take themselves out because they probably have enough notifications going on in there as it is. But we're gonna leave that group open. So if there's a training that you missed or training that you were like, whoa, it just like, you know, flew by, you didn't really get to absorb what you wanted to, or if you missed one, that group is going to stay open. So I know that a lot of people were like, kind of hoping that it would stay open. But here's what I want to say, and this is just going to be the overall theme. Hey everybody, what's up? We got a lot of people on tonight. That's awesome. So here's what I want to say with that. When it comes to training, so we had a lot. Okay, there was a lot in there. And if you try to, if you're going to try to go and you're going to try to implement every single little thing that you learned, I just want to make sure that you caution yourself that you don't find yourself in overtraining mode, right? Because I know that, like, give me like a head nod or like a hand raise if you've ever felt like if you could just get the next training, or if you know people that are just like kind of stuck in training mode and they never do take any action. Because like training's out there, you know, like between YouTube and between, you know, all the groups that we have access to and all the trainers that are out there, you know, there's so much of it, and you can very much get kind of stuck in training mode and you never do take any action. So that's what moving forward tonight, I hope that your takeaway from this call is a plan, just a plan that feels good, a plan that feels doable, and a plan that feels like it's going to be something that you're going to be successful with. And I'll tell you from experience that if you try to implement every single thing that we learned, the feeling of success might not be there right away. So here's what I have, like, I wrote down a couple of things, okay? Like I said, for everybody that's just jumping on, this is not a training call at all. This is just a kind of a recap, a regroup, and a refocus. And this is going to just be the springboard for you guys to take action, so that everybody coming off of this call just has like, all right, this is what I got to do. Wake up tomorrow. This is how I'm going to go for it. This is what I'm going to get busy with. So like some themes that I had that I remember from like Rob Sperry, for example. I wrote one word down when I remembered the call, but his portion of the training. One word that I wrote down was trenches, right? Do you remember what he said? He said that he, like, what he was able to accomplish, the #1 income earner in an organization of over a million people. Oh my God. So trenches, that's the word that I wrote down from Rob Sperry. So I know that, like, that's what inspired me the most. And he said, show me your minimums and I'll show you your future. So coming up with a plan, like what can I commit to on a daily basis? What can I really take action with? And if that for you, because I don't know, in a call of this many people, goals are going to vary a lot. There's going to be like a very, you know, it's going to definitely vary. Not everybody's out there to be Rob Sperry, and I totally get it. But what do you want to do? You know, think about what you want to do and what's that going to take to get there, and be real about it. So what's the bare minimum that's going to move you forward? So that's one thing, that coming up with your action plan, that's something you should think about. I remember what Ray Higdon taught us, and I very much think of the word posture. So in my conversations with people, that's what I'm going to focus on working on is posture. And just I'm going to use words. I'm going to use postured words. I'm going to use postured language when I'm talking to people. That's one of my takeaways. So I want to get my chat box open. Oh, there it is. Jeez, I'm stuck sometimes. You're going to get stuck. Yeah. I set my minimums again this weekend. Realistic every day, Becky. That's good. That's good because you want to feel successful. and you want to look back and you want to see check marks in your to-do list. I used to be that person that I would fill from top to bottom with a daily to-do list, and I would try to, I would copy and paste it, and I would fill my week out like every day I'm going to do 30,000 things. And then at the end of the week, you feel like crap because you got nothing done. But I'm going to show you what my book looks like, what my daily book is, and it's this big. This is my direct sellers book. It was free 99 at one of our events. Yeah, so with those were my big takeaways was trenches, get in the trenches. That's what I definitely moving forward in my action plan. That's what I'm going to focus on. I want to feel like I'm in the work. I want to feel like I'm doing the work with everybody else. That's something that feels good to me. And for me personally, when I get in my head, because I'm that person that I've had a lot of limiting beliefs in the past. It's no secret. I've had a lot of limiting beliefs, and I've had a lot of things hold me back, and I let fear kind of dominate my business for a long time. And I know that the only thing that cures that is getting dirty and getting right to work. So I'm definitely going to do that. I definitely want to open up and hear what you guys feel like your big breakthroughs were. But before I do that, I just want to share with you guys my action plan moving forward. And actually, I started this at the beginning of the week because I don't know how many. Put a hand in the chat box if you guys also, and it's totally cool if you didn't. But if you are in the Ray Higdon 14-day marketing challenge. Put a hand in there. So Stephanie is, yeah, I know that there's at least a few. Jennifer is, there's some people who happen to get in on that. And truthfully, Marcia, cool. I didn't know about it. It was very much like yeah, it has been great. It has been really great, but it's Ray Higdon. So, he's a familiar face. It was just something I didn't know about it and I was just sort of I think Lizzie on our team, she said, hey, who's in this training? And I was like, oh shit, I'll get in there. And so, but it actually it's been incredible. So if you didn't know who Ray Higdon was, he's one of the trainers from the 5-day mastermind group. Go back and check his stuff out. If he's somebody that you resonate with, he's got a lot of really affordable trainings out there, and the 14-day challenge happened to have been one of them. There's also Rank Makers. If you don't know what Rank Makers is, somebody can for sure fill you in on that. A lot of really good stuff there though. And so I had already started implementing. All right, I said, I'm done being in my head. I'm just going to get to work. So I came up with an action plan, and lo and behold, it's coincided with all the training that we experienced over the past 5 days. And guess what? I've signed 2 business partners and a customer just in the past week. And it has to do with consistency, and it has to do with action and getting out of my head. Okay, and so this is all that it looks like. I have like a couple little things written down. Okay, so my action plan, and this is not specific to training. This is just based on my takeaways. You guys are all going to have your own. This is for me, based on my takeaways and my action plan to be successful every single day. I have the date written down. I start a new page. I write the date down. I number 1 through 5. Those are slots where I'm going to put somebody's name once I've shown them the business presentation. So this is somebody that once I've sent them whatsthiswinebiz.com. So those are conversations that I have to have. I have to start talking to people so that I get 5 videos out every day. So I might have to send 20 messages. I might have to send 50. It depends on the day, but my bare minimum is 5 videos a day. 5 business exposures. That's what I'm shooting for. For my goals, I think that feels right. So I've got 1 through 5. I wrote the word follow-ups. I'm gonna do some follow-ups every day, and then I'm gonna go live every day because I don't know. It depends. Again, it depends on your goals. I want to very much focus on marketing, and I want to very much focus on improving my attraction marketing. And part of that is going live. It just is. And so in the 14-day challenge with Ray Higdon, that again, not everybody knew about it, and it was sort of something that came out of nowhere, he's very much been focused on doing live videos. So for me, moving forward, that's definitely part of my action plan. So that's it. And then I've got a little checkbox at the bottom. Did I do personal development? That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do every day. So I've got things, as you can see, shrunk down to something that's very boiled down and simplified. And moving forward, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to focus on. That's my bare minimum. So at the end of the day, if I've got that going, I'm going to feel good about it. So keep it simple. Love it. Yep. On the computer. I have to check this out. Yeah, Jason, it's really awesome. If you like Ray Higdon, I mean, it's basically, it's like Rank Makers, but it was marketing focused. It was very much marketing focused. In Rank Makers, it's kind of like about prospecting. It's a little bit of everything. This was really like laser focused in marketing. And I know that he did mention today that he's going to open it up for he's going to do another round of the 14-day challenge in like January, I think. So yeah, Rank Makers is definitely worth it, Ross. Absolutely. That's easy. So no prospect list, only video list. Yeah, that's right, Debbie. So like the conversations that I have, I'm just tallying. Like when I've got this cold market script that's working really well based off of what Ray said in the training. I mean, it's basically his whole philosophy, right? So he talks about, I really like to send messages out to my cold market. I really like to do that. So that's, I focus a lot of my outgoing messages in that area. So I send out a lot of cold market messages, and I don't write everybody's name down. I write their name down once I've sent them the video. So that's how I do that, Debbie. So can you show that again? Jennifer, show what? Can I show what again? Oh, are you talking about my book? My book is it's really just I don't know as if you'd be able to see it, but it's really just the date. So that I've got one set up for tomorrow. It's the date, and then it's just numbers 1 through 5, and then follow-ups, and then a live topic, what I'm gonna go live on, and then personal development. That's it. That's really it. Can you unmute? Yes, Elise, please. So guys, feel free to unmute yourself after. I just wanted to go through, and if you've had a breakthrough or if something's worked really well, I definitely want to hear from you guys and have this like a collaborative thing. So Elise, go.
Well, I've had a couple breakthroughs on actually getting quite a bit of people to watch the video, but I have more of a fear of going live than skydiving. Like, I have no idea what to even go live about, or even if I'm super comfortable seeing. I don't know. I just have a fear of it, and I'm not too sure what I should do, even what I should try to figure out what topics I should talk about on live. But like, I would love to do it 3 times a week. Like, that's a really good goal. But for me right now, yeah, Becky, I know, just do it. But a goal for me right now is definitely at least 1 in this coming week. But I'm just lost on what category or what to shoot for.
So that was like day 1 of the 14-day Ray Higdon challenge. And he talked, because that was like, everybody was just paralyzed, and I've been there too. And it's like, you think that, well, what do I talk about? What do I say? And how do I say it in a way that I don't sound stupid? And why would anybody listen to me if I'm going to talk about this? And and what I've got, I definitely, we probably don't have time to go over it in one call, but I have all my notes from that challenge, and I'll just upload them. Especially when it comes to that topic. But really, like somebody said, you don't have to be an authority on something. Not only do you not have to be, you shouldn't be. So, Elise, I wish that Trey had heard you say that you're having a hard time with lives, because he would probably.
That's why I said it to you and not him.
He'd be like, "What are you talking about?" Because, like, he obviously, and there's enough belief in you and in this on this one computer screen to tell you that that's nonsense. But when it comes to, if you're scared that you don't know what you're going to talk about, like there's so many good examples of things. Anything, a quote that resonated, and why Becky said, Googling top tips for Stephanie's Googling top tips. You could just, any magazine, anything, you can talk about anything. And you have such an interesting life. You're co-parenting. You have a young baby at home. You've got the military life to talk about. You've had some you know, you've got your ups and your downs, stuff to share and everything. You can keep it as lighthearted, or you can get vulnerable with it. You know, it's like you really can do anything. It's the live video thing, as stupid as it sounds, the only way through the fear is through, you know, like
I got you.
You're gonna have to do a couple and like be like, once you're done with it, be like, I can't even watch it. I can't even go back and watch it. It's just pain, all pain.
Yeah.
And everybody knows that that's how it is. So
Okay.
there's no like easy advice for that, but
Okay.
yeah. Good
Thank
luck.
you.
You're
Thanks.
welcome. You'll be great. You'll be great.
All right.
Oh, have a glass of wine first too, for sure. That goes without saying. Yes, Becky. Yes. All right. Anybody else have a did anybody else have a breakthrough or something that they just want to share? Like, yes, this is going to work for me. I can't wait to crush it from the training. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Somebody, Becky.
I did. Sorry, I was yelling.
No, it's perfect. Go ahead.
Yeah. Bob Heilig was talking about the relationship bank, and he was talking about adding value to people's lives. And I think that really resonated with me, is that, you know, it's hard when you talk about actually going live. It's hard because you feel like you want to know what you're talking about. You want to be like an expert on everything. But that's not the case. It's about building trust in the relationships. My daughter's running around like a maniac. It's about building trust in relationships. And Amber said it at regionals, you know, we want to have a relationship with the people that we're talking with, so that it almost feels like they would be, they'd feel a little bit guilty about buying wine from anybody but us, or about going to the liquor store, and they'd see a flash of our face like, dang it, I should really be buying wine from Jen. Like, what am I doing here? So Bob really made it just abundantly clear, and everything that he had to say really aligned with everything that I've been thinking and feeling, but couldn't put into eloquent words like he did.
Yeah, it's funny how those trainers are able to do that. It's like they're very articulate, and sometimes that's all that we need. Like that's why, you know, that's why Trey reached out to those guys in particular, because he knew that they'd be able to say in, you know, give them an hour and they'll say everything that we just stutter over, you know. So it's I couldn't agree more. And Amber's absolutely right. And by the way, Elise, reach out to Amber. Amber has no problem coming up with live video topics. And she, you know, she's a great model to work off of, because she's somebody that was just like, all right, let's do it. Let's even if it's a train wreck, let's just go ahead and do it. I have a list.
I definitely will.
I can share. Yeah. So she's got a list locked and loaded. Perfect. All right, Becky, I know that you had your hand raised. Check it out.
My biggest takeaway was from Rob as well, when he talked about the three people that we can be: a victim, a survivor, or a conqueror. And I feel like so many of us always look at ourselves like, no, I'm the conqueror. And then when he really broke it down, it's like, oh my gosh, am I a conqueror or am I a survivor? And that was like, okay. And then he talked about the minimums, and I was like, okay, let me just lay these all out. This is what I'm going to do. And then when he broke down the tiers of the IPAs, like the 3 tiers, like you have to be doing these number ones. Even if you're doing all number 3s, you're not going to move forward. So putting those two things together with his little video was like my biggest, like, okay, time to get shit done.
Yep. And isn't it the number 3s that make us feel busy? Isn't that what
talking to your team?
Yeah. Yep. You could fill your day with it. And because it's like, well, I was thinking about work, I was thinking about the business all day. Like I was probably pretty productive, when really, no, you did nothing. You didn't do anything.
Yeah.
That's why you guys know how hard it was for me to just put that much in a daily to-do list. You know, it was impossible that was, but I know that that's what I've got to do. And what do you know? It's actually been working. Like I've got results from doing that. So strip away the nonsense, strip it all down for sure. Anything else, Becky?
Well, along with that, when he said, is your why a lie? Like you say every day what your why is, like, you know, bringing Billy home from work is my big goal. but like, am I really taking action to actually doing that? Or is that why just like sounding good? And I was just like, oh, smack in the face. I was like, okay. Like all of his like questions, I was just like, oh gosh, okay.
Tough. That's tougher than a $2 steak right there. It's true. It's very true. Yeah, Ray Higdon dished out. I don't mean to be. I don't mean to keep referring to this 14-day challenge with Ray Higdon, but there was one day, you guys, that he like some veins popped out in his forehead. He kind of lost it a little bit. And if anybody else that's in there, like, they know what I'm talking about. And it was a big reality check, big time. I know, and I don't mean to keep bringing it up, like, well, you should have seen that. But it was pretty wild. But that was the gist of it. It's like you want to, because there was people. It was on day 8. All right, I'll just nutshell it for you. It was on day 8, and there was people just peppering the timeline with excuses, tons of excuses. I mean, so some people had a death in the family, like, but it was just boom, excuse. And he was like, you guys want to change the world, but you can't commit to 8 days. You can't commit to 8 days. You don't deserve results if you can't commit to 8 days. And he was just like, you could just, his eyeballs started bleeding. It was nuts. But it was just, it was the same idea that a big time reality check, big time but yeah, that was a good way to put it. Is your why a lie? Cute. That's cute. Scared you in line, Amber. I know it. All right. So anybody else want to share if you got a breakthrough, or really like what I definitely want to do, and I don't want to keep everybody on forever, because like I said, this is not a training. We don't need any more training. I think that's the only point, is that like, all right, guys, did you want some training? You got some. Like we are trained up. What do you want to refresher on? Go check it out. Between our team training and what we just consumed, oh my God, we don't need anything for a long time. And now we've got everything we need to make it whatever you want happen. So yes, Jason, truth, apply. So who has an action plan that they would like to share? Like what are you going to do? What are you going to do moving forward? If you just want to share kind of, maybe if you have an idea, like what I shared, like my little daily to-do list, anybody want to share that? Or if there's more breakthroughs you guys want to talk about, or just something that you want us as a group to expand on? Anything? Debbie has an action plan. Elise has an action plan. All right, Debbie, go for it. Debbie, can you unmute yourself and share your?
Hi guys, how are you all? Can you hear me?
We can hear you just fine, Deb.
Awesome. I just wanted to share with you guys just a breakthrough from out of office. So I was sort of getting stuck in a rut, sitting in the office, sitting at the dining room table, sitting on the lounge, doing prospecting, following up. So I thought, blow it, I'm just going to get all dolled up and go for a walk down the main street. I've just moved to a new country town in outback Queensland. We're about 3 hours from the Goldie. I printed off some flyers, so our VIPs and our brand partner flyers, and decided I'd have a quick coffee at a coffee shop before I walked around and talked the talk. Walked in and the lady's like, hi, how are you? And I said, oh, hi, I'm new to town. I have my own wine business, rah-de-rah. And she's like, oh, that sounds fantastic. I love wine. I said, well, look, just wondering, is there any days in the week that you find that are very busy that I could pop in, set up a little table, do some free tastings and offer some wine to your customers? Maybe you could make some dishes to go with those wines. And she's like, yeah, sure, Wednesdays and Fridays in between 11 and 1. And I said, gotcha, see you then. Thanks so much. Had my coffee and walked out. Boom. So every Wednesday and Friday, nothing's come of it as yet, but I'm out there and I'm getting out of the office and I'm talking to people and they're tasting the wines and I'm loving it.
That's awesome. And you know what, Debbie, that'll be fun. Like that'll be fun for you. I should take note of that, being that we just moved to a new area as well. That's a really good idea. Good for you. That's awesome. That must feel
Thanks,
good.
Thank you. It does. Thank you so much for letting me share.
Absolutely. Ross is sick as a dog, but no, so no voice. Hear you. What is with the plague that's going around? Oh my gosh, my family is perishing. I'm also sick. I'm just,
It's the guys. The guys like to say it's so worse. It's so worse. It's so worse than yours.
Yeah, Trey is completely debilitated. It's crazy. Okay, Becky, similar to mine. Okay, so 5 minimum videos a day, 3 lives a week. That works. 30 minutes of follow-ups. Marcia, my action plan started today. Daily personal development. Watch an action on Rankmaker's action step. If you do that, you're gonna be in really good shape. Bingo. Reach out to 10 people. Send at least 1 video live. Minimum 2 per week. If that sounds perfect, that sounds like that's going to work out great. Man flu, it's real. And an I saw every day, right? The I saw is really, really powerful from Austin. That's like, man, that must be one of his best trainings. Very cool. Very, very cool, guys. Elise says, badass Monday goal setting for the week. Nice. 10 new conversations a day. Non-business conversations, exactly. So one of the things from a marketing perspective that Ray taught in this challenge was that the point of your content, the point of marketing is not to sell something. It's to create an opportunity to have conversations. That was like the big money theme. So if you keep that in the back of your mind, even if you're not doing live videos as a regular thing, if you keep that in the back of your mind when you're just posting about things, think about what can I put out there that's going to result in an opportunity to have a conversation. And that's marketing like 101. It's a wonderful reminder. Yep, absolutely. Ray's teach to teach was powerful for me. Chelsea, do you want to talk about that? Are you in a place where you can unmute yourself and talk about why that was powerful? How are you going to put that into action? I will unmute people. I will do it. And I will hear all of the chaos from your house. Okay.
I'll share.
Cool. Go for it.
Yeah, I too love the idea of teach to teach. I don't think I've heard it that way before. And it was really such a simple concept to me. Like, that is really all that we do. Like, if we just share the video, some like it, some don't, some buy, some don't, you can do the same thing. And I was like, what? It was in my head, and I know, and I often word vomit, and that was just such a simple way to tweak my script. And I've been using it this week, and it's been a game changer. Like, I get a lot more yeses. Hey, I'll watch the video, rather than just ghost me. So I really love, it was just so simple. And I never even thought to do that first before I sent the video.
Yep, absolutely. Good point. Chelsea, no worries. I wasn't picking on you. No worries at all. No worries. All right. Well, it's almost 8:30. I did want to hear, I don't know, anybody that was at the Buffalo Regional, if you wanted to share maybe something that you guys covered there, or how that went, or how if there's any big takeaways or breakthroughs from that. Now would be a good time to go over those. But what I'm going to do, while Buffalo was incredible, it sure looked like fun. Is Mike Devlin on? Because I heard a little birdie say that Mike Devlin had a really good time. Is Mike D on the call? I guess he's not on the call. Damn it. Okay, all right, yes. Get on the call on Saturday. I know that everybody is aware that there is a Saturday training call. Saturday's training call is being led by our very own Tana Johnson, and there is something that's being rolled out that's going to be extremely, extremely beneficial and extremely helpful for the field. It just might change the game. Amber and Amanda have been losing their mind over it, and so this upcoming Saturday, definitely want to get on that call. Buffalo 1, Mike 0. Oh my God, that's so funny. Yep. I heard he had a good time. I don't want to, we're not talking about him behind his back or anything. All right, guys, listen. I just I hope that this was helpful. I know that this, I mean, I don't know what you guys were expecting, but like I said, definitely didn't have a training in my pocket for you guys tonight. But being that it's 8:30, I want to just respect everybody's time and cut you loose. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post into all right, yep, you have a good time. I don't know who iPhone is, but yeah, no problem. What I'm going to do though, because just because this is something that's been working really, really well for me, I came up with a cold market script that is it's totally Ray Higdon, but it's the thing that has worked really, really well for me this past week. And so if you have a hard time reaching out to people that you don't know, I'm just gonna type it up and I'm gonna post it in the team page right now, just in case somebody wants it. If you've got something that already works really well for you, cold market wise, then awesome. But otherwise, you guys just keep it simple. Don't stay in training mode. Take some action and keep it simple. Keep it and set yourself up for success. That's what I want to tell you guys. If there's one thing that like you can take away, just remember what Austin said about how your dream life is a lot closer than you really think, and you got everything that you need. Everything is at your fingertips. So just take it and take some action this week. And I am so excited. You guys, really, we've never been in a better situation, never been in a better position than right now. And I can say that from a personal standpoint, from a cultural standpoint, and from a business standpoint. The direct sellers, I can speak for them. We're in a very, very, very good time, very good place. So if ever there was a time to keep it simple and take some action, it's right now. A lot of really cool stuff happening in the team. So I'm really proud to be here. And yeah, with that said, you guys have a really good night. I really appreciate everybody dropping in. Take care of the baby. And yes, I have I've got my work cut out for me until Trey's feeling better. So all right, guys, I really appreciate you guys hanging out. Love you all. Much love. This is Old Navy Kalie signing out. Britney Spears, turn me up in the headphones. I'm gonna leave the headset on just for a little while, just so you guys know. Have a good time. Good night. Ending meeting.